Welcome to Inside Bremerton. This is the City of Bremerton's video newsletter, focusing on issues and topics important to its citizens. We are at the Fairfield Inn and Suites at the historic address of 239 4th Street. If you remember that address, it was the site of our Bremerton City Hall for maybe about 80 years or so. It is now the site of this beautiful downtown hotel, the Fairfield Inn and Suites. And joining me is Michelle Tomlinson. Michelle is the Director of Sales and Marketing for the Fairfield Inn and Suites and the Hampton Inn and Suites, which is its sister property. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you.
This place is beautiful. Michelle, tell us about this property. It's just stunningly gorgeous. Tell us all about the amenities.
It's a very colorful property, that's for sure. We opened March 8th of last month, so just entering our second month, and we're really excited about bringing this new property to the downtown area. We're 132 rooms. We are select service and have a pool, fitness room, gorgeous lobby and public areas, and we're the sister property to the Hampton Inn and Suites down the road. Our company owns both of the properties, so we're very excited to add the additional 132 rooms to the downtown corridor.
From what I understand, Michelle, this was really needed downtown, wasn't it? The Hampton was overstuffed, overbooked, not enough rooms. So tell us about how that relationship has really helped each other.
Right, our owners were had a lot of insight on and a lot of wisdom, I would say. The Hampton, since it opened almost 5 years ago, has been tremendously successful working with government contractors, government businesses coming in. We're a business model, so the bulk of our business occurs Monday through Thursday on average, and they were very frequently turning away business. They still do. So our owners decided to build this second hotel and flag it, which is a really important part of what happened here. So we've got the Hampton, which is a Hilton property, and they decided to go ahead with the Fairfield, which is a Marriott property. So for our travelers coming to the area, it gives them the opportunity to use their rewards. They're the top franchises in the world, really, for hotels, and so
especially for the business traveler, correct, Michelle?
Absolutely.
So when someone's traveling on business, they're going to look for a Marriott property, and who was the other?
Hilton is the Hampton.
So you have those rewards like you do if
Absolutely.
you shop at a certain place.
It's a really, really big deal for our regular travelers.
Right.
So, we'll work as sister properties. When the Hampton is full, we'll feed over to the Fairfield. Much of our government business will now move up to this location so that it opens up the Hampton to work more in conjunction with the conference center, because it's of course just across the plaza from the Kitsap Conference Center, and so it'll give them opportunity to be in closer proximity to events occurring there. In addition to that, we're really excited about the partnership with the conference center and both of the hotels, because it now will give them the opportunity to bring in larger events, multiple day events with more breakout space, because we do have meeting space at both of the locations, and we're already seeing that happen with some of the events that are occurring downtown.
Excellent. Michelle might look familiar to you. She's been in Kitsap for many, many years, and her former life was working at the conference center. So she's very versed in what the conference center can deliver, and has stepped over now to the hotel world, and what a nice marriage, I think, and you complement that just so well. So let's talk about who your clientele is here. Who comes and stays here, other than we know the business folks. Recently you've hosted, I understand, the Char delegation, and then what are the other plans?
We have coming up the firefighters. It's a state conference, and the conference center actually hosted this the first year it was built. And now we're really excited because both of the hotels are full with firefighters coming from all over Washington State, Oregon, and various regions. And so this is really exciting. It's exciting to the downtown area, the local businesses. We also are seeing a lot of golf tournaments, larger scale golf tournaments that are coming to Gold Mountain. and we'll be the site of the PGA's juniors in 2011. We're working with UW. They're very excited about our ability to house all of their folks in the downtown area, so they're bidding on larger competitions and championships and things like that to bring over to Gold Mountain.
Those of us in the business world that have worked on conferences, conventions, tournaments, things like that, know that you have to get your hotel space. You have to book all that a year to 18 months out. Is that correct, Michelle?
Oftentimes, definitely, for some of the larger
So
ones.
for you to be talking to the UW for something that's happening in
Yes.
2011, not surprising.
Not at all.
Not surprising. Also, those of us that have planned weddings, you know that if you want to do your wedding at the Kitsap Conference Center, you're looking at 18 months, at least a year prior. Is that right, Michelle?
Oftentimes, absolutely.
Oftentimes.
Yep.
So if you're planning a big event like that and you want your people to stay, which a lot of weddings do they not? The wedding,
Yes.
the bride will be at the Hampton Inn getting ready, so all she has to do is go down the elevator right to the site of her wedding, and it's just very, very important.
Well, and it's great. It's really accessible. Our properties are so accessible to weddings, events, all kinds of different things because of its proximity to the ferry terminal, Seattle. People flying into SeaTac, taking the ferry over. People want to take, if they're not from this area, it's a great opportunity to really expose all of what we have to offer here, and hop in the ferry is one of the first things people want to do. And so the Hamptons, right next door, and we're a block up the road. So it's just really convenient for so many different groups and folks coming.
Michelle, how many employees are at the Fairfield Inn and Suites?
Approximately 25, some of it based on occupancy, so part-time housekeepers and things like that. But we've had the opportunity to bring jobs to at least, with management, maybe even closer to 30 folks, and they're all from this area.
And they're all local folks.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
New jobs there. That's really, really good.
Yes.
Michelle, the offshoot, like we mentioned a few minutes ago, when you're bringing big events, firefighters convention, golf tournaments, other things like that, when you know the hotels are going to be packed, it really helps the downtown businesses. Restaurants will, of course, see an upsurge in business. Let's talk a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. I am also a board member for Downtown Business Association and Chamber and all of that. And so we communicate a lot with our local businesses and are really developing partnerships with them. And there's a lot of excitement. They're really, a lot of our immediate neighbors just on 4th and Pacific, and they're ramping up for our increase in hotel nights down here.
Excellent.
So they're adding hours, staying open later, looking at Sundays and Mondays, which historically businesses have been closed down here. They're really excited about it. And I have spoke with a couple of the local businesses, Boston's Pizza and Ish next door, and talked to them, and they're already seeing some of that those
Foot
benefits.
traffic.
Absolutely.
More foot traffic, more people downtown.
So it's great for everybody. It really is.
It is. You've got to be really proud of this property. It's very, very nice. The color's extraordinary. Michelle, why don't you share websites for both the Fairfield Inn and Suites and the Hampton, and phone numbers as well.
Okay, so for the Fairfield Inn and Suites, it's the phone number is 360-377-2111, or you can find us online at www.fairfieldinn.com/SEASB. You can also go to the Marriott's main website and put in Bremerton, of course, for a little bit more ease. The Hampton Inn and Suites, the main number is 360-405-0200, or you can find them online at www.bremertonsuites.hamptoninn.com.
Wow, and you got all that straight.
I've got addresses, all of it. It's amazing.
Michelle is a very, very talented and connected woman in our community. We're very proud of you and very excited for you to show us this place. Thanks a lot for your time.
You.
Thanks for joining us on Inside Bremerton. We'll see you next time.